On this one, Diana has been saving nickels and dimes since quarters and pennies are not good enough for her, so she's only doing nickels and dimes. She opens up her piggy bank and determines that she has 47 coins worth $4.50. That's what you get for only doing nickels and dimes. Determine how many nickels and how many dimes are in the bank. So what we can do is I can say, well, now I'm not going to use x as a variable. I'm actually going to say n is my nickels and d is my dimes. But if we have two variables, it's going to be a little harder. So is there any way that we can determine d as a variable of n? So n is just going to be n, which there's no reason to write that. But d is going to be 47 minus n. In other words, if I take all the coins I have and I take away all the nickels, you end up with the dimes. So now, what I know is that I know that if I take nickels and they are worth 5 cents a piece, and I take 0.05 and I multiply it by n, that means I can find the value of my nickels plus the value of my dimes, but my dimes is going to be 47 minus n. And that's all together is going to be worth $4.50. So if we reduce 0.05 n, that's an n. We'll make it look like an n. Plus 0.1 times 47 is going to be 4.7 minus 0.1 n, and that's going to equal 4.50. I am sick of the decimals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 100. So this is going to be multiplied by 100. This is going to be multiplied by 100. And so what I'm going to do, by multiplying by 100 times 0.05, remember I got to distribute. So you end up getting 5n plus, this is going to be 470, minus 10n. Remember 10 times 0.1 is going to be 1, so 100 times 0.1 is going to be 10, equals 450. So pretty much what I did is what I could have done at the very beginning to make things easier, instead of putting my units as dollars, I could actually put it in pennies. So now what I have is 5 pennies per nickel and 10 pennies per dime, but we're good. So I'm going to subtract 470 to both sides, and I'm going to combine like terms, so you end up getting negative 5n equals negative 20, because it's pretty easy. You subtract the 2 and then you take the sign of the bigger number. Divide by negative 5. Divide by negative 5. So n equals 4. So that means we have 4. How many was altogether? So we have 4 nickels. And altogether we had 47. So if I take 4 away from 47, I'm going to have 43 dimes. Make sure you put units on it. I need to know what's 4 and what's 43, not just n is 4. I don't know what n is. If you could label it up here, that would have been fine. And then you can have n equals 4. That would be fine. But I need to know somewhere on the page your units that you're using.